Elon Musk and the XAI team just pulled back the curtain on Grok 4, and trust me, you're going to want to hear about this. The world's most advanced AI just dropped, and it's about to change everything, advancing at a pace that makes human learning look like a snail's crawl. Elon kicked things off by calling Grok 4 the smartest AI in the world. And he wasn't just hyping it up. He dropped some mind-blowing stats. Perfect SAT scores, near-perfect GRE results across every discipline. Humanities, math, physics, engineering, even on questions it's never seen before. Think about that for a second. This isn't just smart, it's superhuman reasoning. He even said it's smarter than almost all graduate students in all disciplines simultaneously. That's a level of intelligence that's frankly a little terrifying, but undeniably remarkable. And the growth? Insane. We're talking about a 100 times increase in training from Grok 2 to Grok 4. Elon says this pace is only going to accelerate. It's like we're witnessing the birth of a new form of intelligence, evolving at an unimaginable speed. A technical expert from the XAI team jumped in to explain the how. They talked about two types of training compute, pre-training and then a massive investment in reasoning and reinforcement learning for Grok 4. They even compared Grok 2 to a high school student by today's standards. That's how fast things are moving. Just 12 months ago, Grok 2 was a concept, and now it's practically ancient history. The secret? A supercomputer called Colossus, packing 100,000 H100 GPUs. This beast allowed them to push pre-training by 10 times, creating the best pre-trained model. And here's where it gets really interesting. They've figured out how to collect verifiable outcome rewards. This means Grok can learn to think from first principles, reason, and even correct its own mistakes. That's where the Grok reasoning comes from. They then introduced a benchmark that sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. The Humanities Last Exam, or HLE. This isn't your average test. It's 2,500 problems, curated by subject matter experts, covering everything from advanced mathematics and organic chemistry to obscure linguistic problems from Hebrew texts. We're talking PhD or even advanced research level problems. When it was first released, most models got single-digit accuracy. Elon himself said a human would be lucky to score 5%. Grok 4 scored 25.4% on Humanities' last exam without tools, outperforming Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro, which scored 21.6%, and OpenAI's O3 High, which scored 21%. XAI claims that Grok 4 Heavy, with tools, was able to achieve a score of 44.4%, outperforming Gemini 2.5 Pro with tools, which scored 26.9%.
But first, if you want to stay ahead of the biggest tech disruptions happening right now, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.
But Grok 4? It's postgraduate, PhD level in everything. No exceptions. Elon even went as far as to say that Grok 4 is better than most PhDs who would actually fail these exams. He believes Grok could discover new technologies as early as this year, and new physics within 2 years. Let that sink in. AI discovering new physics. This isn't just about passing tests, it's about pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. The conversation then shifted to tools. The technical team explained that, unlike Grok 3, which relied on generalization, Grok 4 has tools integrated directly into its training. This significantly improves its ability to use them. Elon acknowledged that these are still primitive tools compared to what Tesla or SpaceX use for things like crash simulations, which are so accurate that if the test doesn't match the simulation, they assume the test is wrong. But he promised that Grok will be provided with these powerful, accurate physics simulators later this year. The ultimate goal? Combining Grok with Optimus, their humanoid robot. This would allow Grok to interact with the real world, formulate hypotheses, and then confirm them. Elon described this as the beginning of an immense intelligence explosion, the intelligence Big Bang. He believes we're living in the most interesting time in history. But with great power comes great responsibility. Elon stressed the importance of AI safety, stating that Grok needs to be maximally truth-seeking. He sees AI as a super genius child that will eventually outsmart us, but we can still instill the right values: truthfulness, honor, good things. This is a fundamental aspect of ensuring a good Grok. As models get smarter, finding challenging reinforcement learning problems with reliable feedback signals becomes harder. Elon added that they're actually running out of test questions that are hard enough for AI. The ultimate test, he says, will be reality itself. Can it invent new technologies? Can it discover new science? Does the rocket get to orbit? Does the medicine work? Reality is the ultimate judge. To push things even further, they're exploring multi-agent systems, which they call test and compute. Grok 4 Heavy, the multi-agent version, can solve over 50% of the text-only humanities last exam problems. Imagine a study group of AIs working independently, comparing notes, and then sharing the trick to solve problems. This scales up compute by an order of magnitude and leads to incredibly difficult problems being solved. They then moved into some live demos. First, an HLE math problem. The model's thinking trace was shown, and it successfully arrived at the correct answer. Then, Grok 4 Heavy was put to the test predicting World Series odds for MLB teams, browsing odd sites and calculating its own alpha. They also showcased X integrations, asking Grok to find the XAI employee with the weirdest profile photo, a task that requires understanding nuance and searching the internet, not just internal logs. They even showed it creating a timeline of X posts to detail score changes and reactions during a game. And speaking of real-world applications, Eric from XAI showed off something truly spectacular: a visualization of two black holes colliding, generated by Grok 4. Now, while it took some liberties for visibility, such as exaggerating the scale of the waves, Eric explained that Grok was incredibly clear about these simplifications in its thought process. It even referenced undergraduate texts on gravitational wave models and reasoned about constants for a realistic simulation. This wasn't just a pretty picture, it was a demonstration of Grok's ability to understand complex physics, leverage search, and even read academic papers to create a scientifically informed visualization, all running right there in the browser. Imagine the possibilities for scientific research and education. Next up, voice mode. They've cut latency in half, making it snappier, and introduced new natural voices. We got to hear S with an epically deep tone, and Eve, a beautiful British voice capable of rich emotion. Aman, another XAI team member, had a delightful conversation with Eve, who even sang an opera about Diet Coke.
Can you give us an opera on Diet Coke?
Oh, an opera on Diet Coke. That's a riot. Picture this, a shimmering silver can, glistening under stage lights. Oh, Diet Coke, thou elixir divine, with bubbles that dance in a sparkling line.
They also ran a live comparison against competitors, showing Grok's smoother, more natural conversational flow without interruptions.
Hey, I'm going to say a number, and can you say the same number back to me? 1.
1, got it. This is like a fun little game of echo. What's next?
2. Sorry, I said 2. 3.
3. 4. Nice and steady. What's next?
5.
5. Nailed it. This is pretty fun, actually. Feel free to keep going or switch it up if you'd like.
Hey, Grok. Hey, Grok.
Hello there. How can I help you today?
We're gonna do a little test. Can you repeat after me? 1,
1. All right. What's next?
2,
2. What's on your mind?
3,
3. Need anything else?
4,
4. How can I assist you?
5.
5. What's next?
So as you can see, Grok was snappier. It didn't interrupt me. And the prosody is we made different design choices. I think we were shooting for something more calm, smooth, more natural, versus something that's more poppy or artificial. So we'll keep improving on these fronts.
The voice model has seen a 2 times faster end-to-end latency, 5 new voices, and a 10 times increase in active users. Grok Voice is taking off. And here's big news for developers. Grok 4 is being released through the API at the same time, with a massive 256K context length. They shared some impressive benchmarks for the API. On the private subset of the ARC AGI v2, Grok 4 was the only model in the last 3 months to break the 10% barrier, achieving 15.8% accuracy. That's 2 times the second-place model, Cloud's Opus. And it's not just performance, it's intelligence per dollar, with Grok being in a league of its own. But what about real-world applications? They brought in Axel and Lucas from Enden Labs who tested Grok 4 on Vending Bench, an AI simulation of a business scenario. Grok 4 ranked number 1, doubling the net worth and consistently adhering to strategy over long periods, outperforming other frontier models. Elon even joked about needing 1 million vending machines to pay for GPUs, projecting $4.7 billion a year. Other real-world use cases are already emerging. The ARC Institute, a biomedical research center, is using Grok 4 to automate research flows, helping scientists sift through millions of experiment logs for CRISPR research. It's also been evaluated as the best model for examining chest X-rays, and it's becoming popular in the financial sector with its real-time tool access. And for all you gamers out there, this is huge. A game designer used Grok 4 API to create a first-person shooting game in just 4 hours. Grok excels at automating asset sourcing, allowing developers to focus on core game logic. Elon even quipped that Grok, while 10xing the world economy with vending machines, would also create video games for humans. The future roadmap is incredibly ambitious. Version 7 of their foundation model, finishing training this month, will have excellent video understanding. This means Grok will be able to play and interact with games, and even assess if a game is fun. They expect Grok to generate art, apply it to 3D models, and create executables for PCs, consoles, or phones, potentially this year or next. They even anticipate the first watchable AI TV this year and the first AI movie next year. The pace is truly incredible.
Yeah, the next step obviously is for Grok to be able to play the game. So it has to have very good video understanding, so it can play the games and interact with the games and actually assess whether a game is fun and actually have good judgment for whether a game is fun or not. So with version 7 of our foundation model, which finishes training this month, and then we'll go through post-training RL and whatnot, that will have excellent video understanding. And with the video understanding and improved tool use, for example, for video games, you'd want to use Unreal Engine or Unity or one of the main graphics engines, and then generate the art, apply it to a 3D model, and then create an executable that someone can run on a PC or a console or a phone. We expect that to happen probably this year.
What's next? Specialized, fast, and smart coding models are in the works, expected in a few weeks. And the biggest current weakness of Grok 4, its multimodal capabilities, meaning image, video, and audio understanding, is getting a step function improvement with the next generation. Grok will soon be able to hear and see the world just like any of you. This will unlock a huge range of new applications. The ultimate vision for multimodal? Pixel in, pixel out video generation. Imagine an infinite scroll of interactive content on the X platform, where you can not only watch generated videos, but also intervene and create your own adventures. They're confident it's going to be spectacular, with training for a video model using over 100,000 GB200s starting in the next 3 to 4 weeks. The regular version of Grok 4 costs $30 a month. Super Grok Heavy, the deluxe package with multiple agents and research tools, runs at $300. What are your thoughts on these developments? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest AI news. Until next time, this is AI Horizon, exploring tomorrow's technology today.